Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you for joining me today. So what I'm going to talk about is how do you hire your first assistant? You know, where do you get them from and what you do and how much you need to pay and what should they be doing? So you ask me questions along the way and that's perfectly fine throughout this YouTube video. So when do you need to know when you hire your first assistant? And that's when you actually are doing so much that you can't do any more business or work with any more buyers and sellers in real estate or whatever business you're in, really. So what do we need to do to hire your first assistant? You have to figure out what you want them to do. So what do you need them to do? Do you need them to call back, on your listings, to call agents? Do you need to do administrative work, make flyers, do graphic design, do database management? What you find is when you're working in your business every single day with buyers and sellers, what we find is that you can only handle so many buyers and sellers yourself. And then the first thing that people want to do is go and hire another agent to help them out. When the first thing you should look about doing is hiring an assistant. That assistant, basically what you do is you go for a week and you write down everything that you do in the job, in what you're doing today. And then you circle everything that you really don't need to be doing and where an assistant can step in. So you can get all different kinds of assistants. First of all, you can get a virtual assistant. You also can get an in-house assistant. And it really doesn't matter what, it just matters on how much you can afford to spend. When I first started, I actually got an intern, okay? And then I got somebody to do graphic design and things like that. And I got a college student to do a lot of and help me out in a lot of areas. And then after that, I got a virtual assistant and then an in-house assistant. But it really depends on what you need. The biggest thing that you want to look at right now is what can you not be doing in your business? As a team leader, in our business, and what I look at is, working with buyers and sellers, generating new business, okay, writing contracts, going to closings, any type of training or hiring that I need for my team. And what I don't need to be doing is all the administrative tasks that I do day to day. I need to be talking to clients. I need to make sure that when I am working with clients that I am doing my very best job because I have the time to do it, that I'm actually out there selling properties for listings and working with buyers to find them the perfect home. And if I'm too busy doing all the administrative tasks, I'm not able to do that. Absolutely not. So what you should do is look at how many transactions. So people say, how many transactions can I do on my own? And really, it really depends on how much you're doing. So I would say an average of anywhere between 20 and 35 transactions, and then you really need an assistant. A lot of the time you can start out with a transaction coordinator, okay, which basically takes it from contract to close to help you out. And they can be doing a lot of the communication with the buyers and the sellers, with the mortgage company, the title company, the inspector, everybody. So that usually takes off at least 10 hours per transaction, 10 or 15 hours, which can help you a lot for each closing with the buyer and seller. The other thing that needs to happen is all your in-house tasks and your copies and your administrative things and everything, and all of your graphic design, your listing management, your database management, closing out files and following up with past clients and following up with any type of leads. So there's so many different things. So definitely look at hiring an assistant as soon as you need them. And really, how do you know when you need them? It's when you're doing so much that you can't do anymore and you're getting more business. And don't mistake with hiring an agent first. Really, it's hiring an assistant first. So if you liked what I had to say, please like below. Also, you can join my podcast. It's the Stamp of Approval. We have a great podcast that we help buyers and sellers and realtors out all the time, every single week. And also, please leave any comments or ask any questions. And we can't wait to see you on the next YouTube video. Thanks, everybody. Bye.